PunchPod in stereo. Every week, PunchPod brings you live stand-up comedy from Seattle. And now, episode 19.
I think marijuana should be legal. I do. It's not because I smoke it, it's because I want to see it as a secret ingredient on the TV show Iron Chef. That'd be pretty awesome, right? Like the announcer guy's like, tonight's secret ingredient is Maui Wowie! And it's just these bricks and bricks of marijuana and like a raw fish. It's a really classy show. The best part is the episode would end and Alton Brown would be like, this is the first time in Iron Chef history where every dish has scored a perfect 10.
All right, I had a little religious debacle with a Jehovah's Witness. He tried to hand me one of his pamphlets, and when I said I didn't share his belief, he said, "What proof do you have that there is no God?" I was like, "Has 2.5 Men been canceled yet?" Then there is no God. And if so, he is very angry. I punish you with John Cryer and Ashton Kutcher at the same time.
Silver Dollar City, it's one of those old-timey places where they have to pretend like they're in the 1800s. But there's a catch. There are roller coasters everywhere in that place. Like 12 fucking roller coasters, guys, you know? And roller coasters have been around since like the 13th century, fun fact. But you needed to know that for this. But they've been around for forever, but my question is, I feel like there's no reason for them to be high up on the priority in early American pioneer towns, you know? They're like, here in Silver Dollar City, we believe in 3 things: teaching our children to read, fighting off the smallpox, and riding badass roller coasters made out of old logs and horse glue.
Yeah, I've been in a bit of a dry spell. I don't even know if that's the correct term to use, because that ensues that means there was a wet season at some point. Which is, I'm the Sahara Desert. Like, there was a rain a decade ago, and I'm just barely surviving on that. But sex is a weird thing when you really stop to think about it. You're stabbing someone until they stop screaming. Like, it is so close to murder. It's very funny. It's not. But it's bizarre. I overanalyze it, and it's just there's all these squelching noises. It's like muddy boots in a marsh. Like, people say sex is a beautiful thing. They clearly haven't seen me do it. It's not. I look like Walter Cronkite just for 45 straight minutes, except for the news. I'm just disappointing people.
I do this comedy thing quite a bit, and I was outside a venue the other night, and a guy who'd been in the audience came out after the show and came up to me and said, "I just wanted to tell you, your jokes were really offensive." I said, "Really? Why?" He said, "Well, mostly because you're a practicing homosexual." I was like, "First off, dude, I am not practicing, all right? I went pro like 20 years ago." And then the guy who took the time to come outside and tell me that I was offensive ended our conversation by telling me, "Fine, go fuck yourself." I was like, if I could do that, I'd never leave the house. I think that's pretty much why we're not set up to be able to do that.
Do you guys like porno?
Yeah!
Great. I like porno. I like to watch anal porn. But when that's not available, I watch videos of girls watching their boyfriends play video games, because they aren't having a good time either.
You give a guy a fish, you'll feed him today, but if you teach him how to fish, he'll be over trying to borrow your boat every fucking weekend.
I went on a date with this girl recently, and we were waiting at this bus stop together, and we happened to be on these dudes' corner. Like, this is where they were selling drugs, and they were putting in a lot of work that night. And I was just thinking to myself, man, please, I hope these guys don't start shit with us, because, man, I don't want this girl to know that. I won't protect her at all. Like, she's on her own. Like, if shit goes down, I might even like switch to their side. I'd be like, yeah, bitch, give us your money. Come here. And then we me take her purse and like, yeah, go on, get the fuck out of here. I'll call you later, all right? Because I liked her. She was really nice.
What are you, like a size 0? You ever see that? I've seen girls like, oh, I'm a size 0. You don't fucking exist. That's bullshit. I can't have 0 sexual partners and not be a virgin. It's fucking basic math, which women aren't good at. Point taken.
Punchpaw is recorded live at Punchline Fridays and Tuesdays in Seattle. Tonight's episode starred Mike Coletta, Josh Rodriguez, Billy Anderson, Landon Whitbread, Rick Taylor, Scott Lossy, Hennigan, Wilfred Padua, and Patrick Higgins. This has been Punchpod. Find more at www.punchlinefridays.com. And thanks for listening. I'm your announcer, Mai Shalong.